From the Springer Mountain Farms Weather Center, here's your First Alert forecast.
I'm WSMV4 First Alert meteorologist Stefano DiPietro. Patchy but dense fog across the mid-state this morning. This afternoon, some decent sunshine back in the 40s, 30s and 20s overnight tonight. Tomorrow will stay in the 30s with a gusty wind between about 20 and 30 miles per hour. Friday night, we fall down into the teens. We're going to start our winter storm Friday night late, but really in the Saturday morning with widespread snow, then eventually changing over to a lot of sleet and freezing rain Saturday afternoon and through the evening with treacherous travel expected across the mid-state at least through Sunday.
Well, the fog rolled in. It rolled out here on the Grand Ole Opry Plaza, the A-Cup House Simply Superior studio. It has now rolled back in. It is 36 degrees. And first time this morning we've seen a wind chill. It's 34. And there's Charlie Mattos with sports.
Well, let's start with some college basketball. Just a couple of games last night in the SEC at Rupp Arena. The Kentucky Wildcats held off Texas 85-80. And down in College Station, Texas A&M just had no trouble with Mississippi State. The Aggies winning that 88-68. No upsets in the top 25 either. Number 1, Arizona. Number 7, Nebraska. 8th-ranked Gonzaga. Number 11, Illinois. And number 22, North Carolina were all winners. Today, Lipscomb is home at Allen Arena against Stetson. And in Clarksville, Austin Peay takes on Florida Gulf Coast. Now, I don't think those games were originally scheduled for noon. I think they moved them up just to make sure that both Florida teams could get back home, just in case some of this rolled in early.
So interesting that 2 Florida teams are involved.
Are here, right? Yeah. Head back to safety, right? Last night at FedEx Forum, the Atlanta Hawks edged the Memphis Grizzlies 124-122. Jalen Johnson led Atlanta with 32 points and 15 rebounds. The Preds are home tonight. They take on the Ottawa Senators at Bridgestone Arena. They're also scheduled to play Saturday afternoon against Utah at Bridgestone Arena. We'll see if that game happens. Americans Madison Keys and Jessa Pegula both advanced to the third round of the Australian Open. They were winners yesterday. And if you're in the Bloomington, Indiana area on Saturday, that's when the Indiana Hoosiers will be celebrating their national championship at Memorial Stadium. That's sports.
Bill Cody in the morning, WSM. This is Coffee, Country, and Cody.
It's a fog bank outside, yeah, but it's nice in here. The Country Music Living Room, the home of Roy Acuff, is our studio home on WSM Radio. Springer Mountain Farms, a simply superior Acuff House studio that sits on the Opry Plaza, which is engulfed in heavy fog along the Cumberland River this morning. Kelly Sutton.
Yeah, it really is thick in some places.
And you said when you pulled into your parking spot this morning, a hawk flew down.
And landed and then looked right at me. And I made eye contact with him. We had a soul connection.
Look out.
I know. Don't know what that means. Hopefully something good.
Well, Renee Mattos, she has a thing about crows that people should know. Charlie's wife.
They'll peck your eyes out and steal your soul. Got to watch out for
well,
them.
glad it wasn't a crow then. Okay.
Hawks are widely considered a good omen, symbolizing clear vision, strength, protection, and spiritual guidance. There you go.
I like that. That was great.
No soul sucking, no eye picking. You're good.
Feel really good about that one. That worked out. Okay, that's excellent. Well, we are going on a road trip after the show today. If you haven't heard, we might get some weather this weekend. And so we're going to go get a generator. But there isn't any in Tennessee nor Kentucky. So we're going to Indiana.
What was the social media post that you shared about the accumulated, the number was 0 to 85 inches?
0 to 85 inches. It could start tonight, tomorrow, Saturday, Sunday, or not at all.
Love that.
Be prepared. We don't know.
0 to 85.
Well, here's what I will say. Look, I know sometimes I name drop, and I'm sorry if I do that, but I texted Jim Cantori yesterday.
Yeah.
Now, Jim and I are barbecue buddies. Because we judge barbecue competitions together. And we've known each other for a while. And I said, so this is the real deal coming to Nashville, isn't it? Mm-hmm. And he said, I may or may not be headed there. And I was like, well, that's it. All right. Thank you very much. That's all we needed to know.
It was a great post yesterday. I can't remember what the 4 things were that you're doomed, but like 3 of them were Jim Cantori's with his microphone, Waffle House is closed, and there's like a big line at the gas station.
Yeah,
I think.
Those are all the things.
Yeah.
So.
Good morning, by the way. Kyle is watching our Facebook live stream in Fort Worth, Texas.
Hi,
Jan's
Kyle.
in Oklahoma. Lewis is in Dallas, Texas. And Mardella is in Springfield, Ohio this morning.
Oh, I bet they still have some generators in Ohio.
Mardella, what you got for us?
What you got? Give us a call. Let us know. Apparently, I'm running those now. My dad runs cars. I'm running generators.
Well, got a guy for that.
I got a guy for that. We do have so much fun this morning talking about more jingles. So if you missed it, there's a person on TikTok that went famous for doing a little just in her phone, like looking at it going, hey, I got a jingle for you, Dr. Pepper, and sang it. It went viral. Dr. Pepper picked it up. It is now legitimately a jingle, and she just made $2 million.
Wow.
$400,000 a second.
Don't you know everybody is now in the jingle writing business? But we were talking about some of the famous ones from our childhood, so we'll play some of that coming up.
Yeah.
And Lionel Richie. We have an interview with Lionel Richie, too.
And, regular folks at the Opry, members like T. Graham Brown, who's known for doing tons of jingle work, and Janie Fricke, country music CMA award winner, female vocalist.
Wonder if you get paid more for writing them or singing them.
Oh, writing them for sure.
You think?
Oh,
Yeah.
100%,
And,
yeah.
T.G. Shepard.
Always
Folgers.
keep your
Yeah.
publishing, Charlie. Always keep your publishing.
Thank
We've
you.
learned nothing from Taylor Swift.
Yeah,
Come on.
That's a valid point. Yeah. I want to make enough money to buy it all back.
Yeah, there you go.
What is it in professional sports? They say, you give me the concessions, I'll build you a stadium.
Yeah.
Speaking of concessions, get you an Opry dog, some Opry popcorn, and let's watch and listen to Cassius Culpepper.
Make it look so easy, walking out that door. Packed all your things, said you going home. So what I do now? What did the girl text my phone? What I do now? Did I say I wait too long? I guess I never know. 'Cause you're gone, now I'm here. So I'm a train myself blind. Another Saturday night in these pines. I'm gonna dance and sing till you out of my mind. Till you out of my mind. Whoa, whoa. Till you out of my mind. Whoa, whoa. Your mama called as soon as you left, girl. Said you with someone else, yeah. Said he's got light eyes, you tone. So what you do now, buddy? The girl takes your phone. What you do now? Did you say I wait too long? I guess you never know. She's gone, you're there. So I'm a train myself blind. Another Saturday night in these pines. I'm gonna dance and sing till you out of my mind. Until you out of my mind. Whoa, whoa. Till you out of my mind. Whoa, whoa. at the Grand Ole Opry.
Thank you, Cassius Culpepper, on the stage of the Grand Ole Opry, the one that made country music famous. Take a break, come back. Jackie Lee is going to sit down here at the Assembly Food Hall acoustic desk.
Too long since we've seen him.
It has been, yeah.
Big fan of Jackie.
We've known each other for a long, long time, and he's going to tell some stories, and he's going to play live, and we're going to feature a new thing called Cold Beer, Country Music, and You, where he is rocking some big-time Carhartt overalls. And got a beer in the other hand. Speaking of the beer.
Just down to the basics.
Real quick, Coach Kurt Signetti of the national champion Indiana Hoosiers has Lager for Life, courtesy of the Upland Brewing Company, whom he named dropped after in the post-game chat.
Oh, wow.
And so they're giving him beer for life. The Upland Brewing Company. It's a Hoosier lager, game day lager.
All right, let's see if that works for us. Okay, so tnvacation.com. I always say that's your one-stop shop, right? Dollywood. I am saying Dollywood. I would like Lifetime at Dollywood, please. That's what I would like. I'm sending that out there. But actually, as we're getting ready to get, hit hard by this winter storm, there's a great article on spring inspiration trips. If you want to look ahead for a few months when it's getting warm and it's almost summertime, you can plan your spring trip to Tennessee at tnvacation.com. And of course, in East Tennessee, Dollywood is one of the first things that pops up. So,
absolutely, yeah. And she's on the cover of the travel guide, which you can get at tnvacation.com. You can get that there, or that's the hard copy. There's also a digital download that you can follow up on too, and then just click on a trail. Just go, I've never been to that part of the state much, and just see the hundreds of things to do on each of the 16 trails that have these wonderful names, and a total of 3,800 miles. When you get off the beaten path and take the scenic route, it starts at tnvacation.com.
Coffee, Country, and Cody.
Are you not entertained?
Presented in part by Hemisphere Coffee Roasters.
Starting with one store in 1978, Boot Barn has become the largest Western and workwear retailer in the nation. Supporting those who feed, build, and protect America, we offer the largest selection of cowboy boots, work boots, Western wear, workwear, and outdoor gear. With over 500,000 pairs of boots and thousands of top-quality jeans and clothing, it's an honor to support the people who make our country so great. Boot Barn. Keep West.
This is the story of the one. As an HVAC technician, he and his digital multimeter are in high demand. So when a noisy office HVAC turns out to be a failing blower motor, he doesn't break a sweat. With Grainger's easy-to-use website and product information, he selects the product he needs to keep everything humming right along. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Logan Fury did something smart. He saved hundreds on auto insurance switching to Progressive. With that money, he bought a mini treadmill. Is walking on it during video conference calls more distracting than he thought? Yes. And is that because he overestimated his foot-eye coordination? Definitely. But it's Logan's savings, and if he wants to burn calories and any chance at a promotion, we say, good for you, Logan. Switch and see if you could save with Progressive and treat yourself. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates.
Get ready for the Bellamy Brothers.
Just let your love flow.
Celebrating 50 years of hits live at Ryman Auditorium, June 25th.
If I said you have a beautiful
One of the best-selling country duos of all time with 20 #1 hits you know by heart. From Let Your Love Flow to Old Hippie, the love still flows as Howard and David Bellamy take the stage at the Mother Church of Country Music. Tickets on sale Friday, 10 a.m. at Ryman.com.
From the Assembly Food Hall acoustic desk, this is Coffee, Country, and Cody.
And it has been a long time since we've seen him, and I'm so happy to see him sit down at the Assembly Food Hall acoustic desk. Jackie Lee is in the house.
Assembly Food Hall. There's no food here. Well, I was lied to.
Well, it's the acoustic desk, and we figured the food and your guitar would not mix well.
Trust me.
So we're just going to wait.
A lot of people would probably rather have food than hear me sing. So
No, not a
happy to be here.
chance. Not a chance.
And I was thinking back to 2014 when you debuted at the Grand Ole Opry, and your dad Jack is with you
That's
this
right,
morning.
yeah.
He played piano.
Can't
for
get
you.
rid of him, man.
I'm telling you,
tried
follow him
everything, you
on
know.
social media, and just he's brilliant.
Yeah,
And,
that was a special day.
Yeah.
And then I think us three, if I remember correctly, we went over to the Cracker Barrel and had breakfast one day.
Yeah, that was before the that was
I
like
think
a
it was.
couple of years. Eddie Mascolo.
Eddie Masco. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
I forgot about that name.
A legendary name on Music Row.
Yeah.
It's just he was a music
Yeah.
guy. I was trying to tell Charlie, you know what he did, and I'm like, we did it all.
Well, even when I came around, it was just kind of an interesting time. You know, I was 18 when I met all those guys, and
Yeah.
I feel like I moved to Nashville in time of like it's almost like a crack in the floorboard period, right? Like there's just a transition. The old regime was still very much intact, but the new is coming, and but with that, I got to go to George Jones' funeral here at the Opry, and I got to go to his 80th birthday party. I said I could smell his cologne. I was on the second seat. We had the same business manager, and they got me into his birthday. So it's like I don't know. There's a lot of just cool things that.
Well, Eddie said, "Hey man, I want you to meet this guy. He's right down your alley. His name's Jackie Lee." So we went to Cracker Barrel on Music Valley
awesome,
Drive,
man.
and your dad was there.
I know, yeah, because he was a fan of you, and as we all were, and so he was like, "Can I come?" I was like, "Heck yeah!"
And then it was a couple of years probably before. The singles started coming, and then you made your Opry debut. And your late mom was
signed
there.
all those bad contracts. A lot of stuff happened between that and Bill.
You haven't been in the music business if you hadn't had at least 2 contracts
Well,
that weren't worth a flip.
I should be a vet then. We'll see what happens.
Yeah. Eddie Stubbs, you say, you nobody till you've been fired in hillbilly radio.
Oh, that's right. I've heard
exactly
that too.
right.
So,
That's exactly
yeah.
right.
But boy, what a journey. I mean, your
Yeah,
story, your backstory with brand new music that we're going to share this morning.
For sure.
We're going to do cold beer, country music, and you. And in addition to playing it, if people go to your Facebook page,
Yeah.
there's a little short.
I guess so.
There's a little lyric video sampler.
That's right.
About
That's
a
right,
minute
yeah.
long, and you rocking your Carhartt overalls.
I'm just, everyone. Recently I've been getting some compliments with the jacket choices or this, that, or the other. And it's all my wife. She's a wardrobe stylist in town, and
What's her name?
Courtney. Well, she goes by Courtney Drury. Courtney Midkiff is her name, but Courtney Drury is her styling name. And without her, I would be lost for sure. So I'm appreciative of that. But new music. New look, baby. We're ready.
I love your hat, by the way. And I honestly thought it was a Ford hat. And I'm trying to figure out what model it is. And I'm like, oh, that's not Ford. That's
Well,
Lord.
when my
I
Ford
love
breaks
that.
down, this is what I have to say.
Lord, forgive me. No,
After-
it's a cool hat,
say
So
though.
all the cuss
what are we
words.
forgiving you for?
Everything, Bill. I'll wake up with a trail of guilt following those days. I can write good country songs that way, but it's not always good for the heart.
Oh, gosh. That's
So
funny.
coming into town at 18,
Yeah.
what were the dreams? What were the big shiny-eyed dreams? Because we're looking at all
Look
these.
as sexy as Tim McGraw, and that still ain't worked out. So.
He actually gets a shout out in your single.
He does. He does. Oh, Timmy, he's the man, dude.
When you were coming, was there somebody you really wanted to meet? You were like, if I could meet this guy, that's going to make it all worthwhile.
There's a ton of those, actually. And I've never, yes. The first time I remember really having even that moment was I was 18 and had been invited to the BMI Awards.
Okay.
And, for any star, I guess, today, like none of those existed like then, right? And so, meaning like the current ones today. And so the first people I remember seeing was Alabama and Keith Urban having a conversation. And I was just like, no kidding. It was like a dream of mine had come true. And the guy that I was with, like, he's like, you want to meet them? I was like, no, I don't want to mess with them. And he was like, let's go meet him. And I went and talked to him. And I just remember feeling how cool all of these people that, like, don't get me wrong, I've met some not so nice people along the way too, but the ones that I've met that are so kind and giving and like Keith Urban for me was, Golden Road was like the record for me that, was the thing. And so when I got to meet him, it was just cool and he was nice and it wasn't weird and he didn't act strange. It was bizarre to me for some reason. I didn't know I'd never really met celebrities, but getting to meet Alabama and Keith Urban in the same little conversation was cool for me. I was like, heck yeah.
Well, wait a minute. So who? I want the other list.
Oh.
I tell you this, they're mainly songwriters that no one knows their names anyway. And I'm a hillbilly. I just, I have a little hillbilly feather pops up every once in a while.
Take me back to East Tennessee. Who would you have seen in concert first, or?
Well, I mean,
but your dad was, by trade was a musician early
my
on, right?
dad is an unbelievable musician. And what I was going to say is I didn't go to her concert per se as much as Dolly Parton. She was the king and queen of our Pat Summitt and Dolly. Everybody's always I'm from East Tennessee and the world we live in. You think you have someone figured out, and being from Appalachia and this, that, and the other. But, Dolly Parton and Pat Summitt were like the dudes, man. They were the people.
Did you ever meet Pat?
Yes, a couple times. We went to games all the time. But my sister, before Pat passed away, she was invited to go be a part of one of the camps. We're big Pat Summitt fans in my house.
I've never been more intimidated to talk to a person
very,
in my life.
very nice, but very.
But she walked in the room and I'm like,
just brought that
coach
that heaviness to
If she would have said, "Go outside and run 3 miles,"
100%.
I would have been outside running 3 miles right then. Yeah.
I called
even proud.
I called Vanderbilt games against her for 25 years when she was the head coach. And seriously, one of the
that
2
sucked for
people
you.
ever. I think my overall record, seriously, Jackie, was like 5 and 44 or something like that. But the 5 I remember, though. But sir, she and Hank Williams Jr. are the 2 that, like, you cannot pay me enough money to talk to these people.
I'm intimidated.
So, yeah, and then I ended up riding the elevator with her one time at the SEC tournament, and just could not have been nicer.
Yeah,
she was
so,
lovely.
Yeah, but
that's awesome.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah, well,
you followed the
she
rules.
Set
though.
a standard,
No, you're right.
If
yes.
I am not mistaken, after you debuted, I referenced 2014
14
for your Opry Day, September of 2014.
Yep.
And that's around the time of your birthday, too, if I recall.
Yeah. It was, October 2nd is my birthday. Yep.
And they did a feature on you in People magazine, and Dolly Parton was on the cover.
Yeah.
Is that
I
right?
vaguely remember
Because my
this, too.
brother said, hey.
This is the closest I'll ever get to Dolly, I think.
You did. There was a picture of us in there in that article, and my brother calls and says, hey, you're in People magazine, the one with Dolly Parton on the cover.
That's always a good call to get. I definitely know I was proud.
Yeah.
I feel like Dolly, dude, she's untouchable, man. She's literally my hero. And I say this about like Taylor Swift, right? She's the most successful artist ever, and she probably get obviously as much hate as she does, But to me, in this town, what Taylor Swift's songs and everything, like Dolly's so amazing, but her attitude, like, and belief in what she's doing, that is her superpower. And it's just like I don't know. At a young age, even in East Tennessee, I was just like, is it weird she has her own theme park and like other people don't? You know what I mean? Like, open up these bars downtown. She's like, hell, I'm gonna open up a theme park.
And now she's got a hotel downtown.
Yeah.
In the middle of
So
everything.
anyway, it just the mindset I think was what is just awesome about Dolly.
Yeah.
I love Dolly.
Well, we're going to play, I referenced it earlier, and the lyric video teaser that you've got up on your socials. Cold beer, country music, and you.
That's right.
Is this
We kept it simple on this one, Bill.
Yeah. Yeah. In the lyric video, that look on your face says everything that needs to be said. He's an actor too, Kelly.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, he's full of crap. Man, I'm
But
very.
did you co-write it or write it?
Yeah. I wrote this song. I feel like overall, it's kind of like the place that I've been just personally in my career versus what even I'm trying to do after being here for as long as I have, and I can tell you that. Of course, I have so many hopes and things I'm trying to accomplish, but my hope for this year, and why I even appreciate you guys letting me come here today and just talk about releasing music that I've set on. I've written a lot of songs in my 16 years here. And I think when you look on the internet with 2 record deals and a couple publishing deals, it's like there's maybe 4 songs out there. And so I'm just thankful to kind of take those handcuffs off a little bit and just release music that I'm proud of.
Cold beer, country music, and you. Jackie Lee is on Coffee, Country, and Cody all over the world on WSM Radio and Circle Country Television.
Bill Cody in the morning.
They keep me company and keep me informed.
WSM.
My name is Whitney Allen. I am a widow. My husband, Ryan, died. We never thought in a million years we'd have to use life insurance. The unexpected happened. With Ethos, it is so fast and easy. It's 100% online. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. No medical exams, and you can get up to $3 million worth of coverage through Ethos.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/now. That's ethos.com/now.
Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
Back in 60.
Are you really eating during the commercial break?
You bet. These Factor meals keep my head in the game.
Oh, yeah? So what do you got there?
This year's filet mignon and creamy Parmesan shrimp. With Factor, I get chef-prepared, dietitian-approved meals delivered weekly. Perfect for pros like us.
Oh, so you're a pro now, too?
Box says Factor, eat like a pro. So, yeah.
I think it's time for you to share a bite like a pro.
No. Get your own at factormeals.com. Factor, eat like a pro.
NBC News Radio, I'm Michael Kastner. President Trump says his new Board of Peace will lead to the rebuilding of the Gaza Strip. The new international body proposed by Trump and approved by the United Nations will oversee the ceasefire between Israel and the Palestinian militant group Hamas. Former special counsel Jack Smith is set to testify publicly before the House Judiciary Committee today about his investigations into President Trump. Smith probed Trump's involvement in the 2021 Capitol riot and alleged mishandling of classified documents and obtained 2 indictments against him, but dropped the cases after Trump won a second term.
30 seconds into flight.
Blue Origin is set to launch another 6 passengers to the edge of space this morning. Jeff Bezos' spaceflight company will send them 60 miles up aboard its new Shepard rocket from its launch pad in Texas. The launch is scheduled for 9:30 a.m. Eastern. Michael Kastner, NBC News Radio.
WSM weather. From the Springer Mountain Farms Weather Center, here's your first alert forecast.
I'm WSMV4 First Alert Meteorologist Stefano DiPietro. Patchy but dense fog this morning, and then this afternoon some decent sunshine. We're back in the 40s. Tonight we'll fall down to the 30s. Tomorrow we will stay in the 30s, and it'll be a breezy day with gusts up to 20 and 30 miles per hour. And then, of course, our winter storm that we have coming for the weekend.
The sun is starting to burn the fog off here from the Opry Plaza, the Simply Superior A-Cup House studio. We still got a little fog, but it is burning off quickly. 36 feels like 33. In sports, here comes Charlie Manos.
Well, the Preds are on the ice tonight. They take on the Ottawa Senators at Bridgestone Arena. That's a 7 o'clock start. Now, Nashville's scheduled to play the Utah Mammoth Saturday afternoon. That's kind of funny that the Mammoth is the team coming in during this blizzard, right? 2:30 at Bridgestone. You couldn't script it any better, right?
So, a frozen mammoth, perhaps?
Well, yeah, we will be. Will be, yes, and woolly, which is the only kind of mammoth I actually know.
They looked very intimidating from the National Geographic specials I've watched.
They did. So no decision on whether they're going to play that game on Saturday. We'll let you know when they make that call. Last night at FedEx Forum, the Atlanta Hawks beat the Memphis Grizzlies 124-122. College basketball at Rupp Arena, Kentucky 85, Texas 80. And in College Station, it's A&M over Mississippi State 88-68. In the top 25, number 1 Arizona, 7th ranked Nebraska, number 8 Gonzaga, 11th ranked Illinois, and number 22 North Carolina were all winners. Lipscomb plays at noon today at Allen Arena against Stetson, and in Clarksville, Austin Peay also plays at noon against Florida Gulf Coast, so early tip-offs there. And, we're just 3 days away from the conference championship games in the NFL. In the AFC, the Patriots are hanging tight at a 5.5-point favorite on the road at Denver, and Seattle a 2.5-point favorite over the LA Rams, and that game is in Seattle. And that's sports. I'm Charlie Manos.
From WSM Radio, this is Coffee, Country, and Cody.
And we continue with Jackie Lee in the Simply Superior Assembly Food Hall and Acoustic Desk Studio this morning. New music, cold beer, country music, and you just a little bit ago. And again, that's out on Friday, right?
Yeah.
Friday release.
Yes, sir.
And just so great to have you, catching up with you and your dad.
Hey, whatever excuse I need to come hang out with my friends, man, I'll do it. If I got to put music out again to come say hi to y'all, I'll do it.
I think the last time I saw you was on the Opry stage and ran into your dad as soon as I walked in. He was like the first person I saw that night. Yeah. But I think our late friend Jeannie Seeley opened that show. Yeah. Bill Anderson was on that night,
Jeannie
too.
was so sweet to me. One of my favorite nights. probably one of the second to last times I played the Opry, but years ago. And I get there, and I could tell there was a little bit of a hustle and bustle going on. And I went over to Dan. I was like, "What's happening? I know you got to tell me." He was like, "Well, don't tell nobody, but Merle Haggard's here, and he hasn't played the Opry since 1969." And I was like, "No way!" So I got to, quote unquote, play the Opry with Merle Haggard.
Well, that's pretty cool.
Yeah. I was looking back at your debut in 2014. Bill Anderson, Connie Smith, Brett Eldridge, Easton Corbin, Marty Stewart, Rascal Flatts.
Good night. Yeah. And I was happy to be there.
And your whole family was there.
We had like
your late
160 people.
LaDonna,
yeah.
your mom.
My mom, right here in this parking lot, my mom orchestrated a little meet and greet after the show, and I came out here and there's like 160 people from my hometown in the parking lot.
That's Maryville, is your home.
Maryville, yeah.
Maryville.
That's right.
Oh man! Well, and I saw you backstage. Were we there? For,
You were there that night.
Was it?
You were doing something with Rascal Flatts.
I
no?
was. I don't know. It wasn't then. I
Was
was
it a
thinking
different
about.
night?
Was it Jelly Roll that you were there for, or who was it?
I'm not
or was
sure.
it James Taylor? There was a night recently that we were backstage. You were there
Jelly
just
Roll,
as a
I guess,
guest.
because I had a friend
Yeah.
come in town. I think we were just hanging out
Yeah.
backstage. I don't even think I was playing.
There's something magical about being back there.
Well, I'm just, I tried to be cool. Dan, like, Ren Rodgers has been so kind to me, and the Opry has been so good to me, and I'm excited to get back to start playing. But I just, that's what no other genre of music has an Opry. No other genre of music has a Music Row. No other genre of music has a cuff house. You know what I mean? It's like it's a special place here. What people before us come to do, and it's what makes me love it. It's what draws me into it. The community, the people, and the songs.
Jackie Lee's here. If you just joined us on Coffee Country and Cody, give us a little setup to this song you're gonna play.
Yeah, I was staying at my girlfriend's house, who's now my wife, honey, and I was living on Music Row. She was living over in East Nashville, and I'm never late to anything, Bill. Okay, I'm always on time. That's a joke. And I was running late, and I was in this old 76 F-250, and I love driving that truck because undoubtedly every time I stop at a gas station, some old man walks up to me and starts telling me all about his. And I'm that annoying guy that talks to you on the airplane.
That was my
Marathon or Exxon. I think it's Exxon over there by Nissan Stadium, and running late. And as soon as this old man started walking up to me, I was like, I'm about to be really late. And he was an older black man, and he walked up to me. His name was Fred, and the first thing he said to me was, "Mine was a 72." And I knew right there I was going to be there for a while. So we started talking, and truthfully, it's something very memorable for me in a lot of ways, okay? And just the feeling I got. And he said, because he was telling me about how he sold it years after his wife passed, and he missed driving it because it made him think about her. And he said, that thing was a memory machine. And I went, okay. And I got back in the car, and anyway, in a world that, quite frankly, tells me that a white dude and an older black man have nothing in common, we sure sat there and talked for 30 minutes like we was best friends. And that's what I took away from that anyway. And we went to the studio, and we wrote this song called Memory Machine. It goes like this. It's older than that water tower we used to paint our names. Shakes 60 miles an hour, never missed a home team game. Kinda smells like wintergreen and empty cans of beer. It's got dirt on me from every street it's rolled down around here. There's a couple letters missing, but you can make out Chevrolet. The paint is faded now, but it shined up back in the day. Every time I turn that key, it's summertime and I'm 17. I swear this old Silverado is a memory machine. I was 15 minutes early, picking her up for our first date. Her dad was pissed when I got her back home an hour late. Smelled like her for a couple days, sometimes it still does. Guess some things are built to last, some things are built to rust. There's a couple letters missing, but you can make out Chevrolet. The paint is faded now, but it shined up back in the day. Every time I turn that key, it's summertime and I'm 17. I swear this old Silverado is a memory machine. Dad ain't around to fix it now, so he passed it down to me. But he's still stitched in this thing like the leather in these seats. I can hear him say, don't punch the clutch, ease up on that gas. Every time I grind these gears, I swear I hear him laugh. There's a couple letters missing, but you can make out Chevrolet. The paint is faded now, but it shined up back in the day. Every time I turn that key, I'm back home in East Tennessee. He's letting me drive, sitting on his knee. I swear this old Silverado is a memory machine.
Do you still have it?
Yeah, it's in East Tennessee. Sitting needing a new radiator. Maybe a song will help out.
Right now, if I were back home in Kentucky, they'd say, hey, get out there to Gardner's, down to Junkyard, get
right.
you a radiator.
Me and Dad, I always make the joke, it's like, I don't think I've ever owned a car in the 2000s, you know, so any car before then you got to learn how to change a lot of stuff. We get her done.
Jackie Lee is here. New music, full album coming in 2026?
A lot of songs, yeah.
Okay.
Our goal is 20 songs this year.
Oh, so, right.
Yeah, I just honestly kind of have to put the blinders on, like letting a lot of expectation of, you know, I'm like I said, man, I'm a hillbilly, and I want things to happen when I want it, but rarely do I ever get that. So I'm taking a deep breath and thankful for my team, thankful for the people around me, kind of pulling me, resurrecting just, you know, my thought process and my mind, and just excited to be playing country music and putting it out again.
Well, you're on your way with Always Starts With You. We heard Cold Beer Country Music and You, and just got to hear a live version of Memory Machine. Jackie Lee, thank you so much.
Love yins. Thank you.
Good to see you.
This is Coffee, Country, and Cody.
Coffee, Country, and Cody.
The following program is for entertainment purposes only.
Presented in part by Puckett's Restaurant.
Harkin Hall is hosting Pitney Meyer, the collaborative bluegrass project of Mo Pitney and John Meyer, February 5th, with special guest, the French Family Band. An amazing night of roots music, acoustic mastery, and timeless storytelling. Pitney Meyer brings a rare harmony that only two brothers can deliver. The French Family Band brings their signature blend of country roots, family harmonies, and pure down-home charm. February 5th, get your tickets at harkinhall.com, just 11 minutes from downtown Nashville.
We're talking today with Jeff Roberts of Jeff Roberts & Associates, the working man's lawyer. A driver's reckless decision shouldn't ruin your life. Make them pay.
Jeff, I was hit by a drunk driver, and now I have hospital bills, car repairs, and I can't work. What are my options?
Drunk driving accidents cause serious harm, and the driver should be held responsible. Oftentimes, you're dealing with their insurance company on the front end, separate from any criminal charges. And sometimes we even find that the driver was overserved at a restaurant or a bar. You may be entitled to compensation for your injuries, lost wages, and pain and suffering.
Well, their insurance company already offered me money, but it really doesn't seem like enough.
It probably isn't. Insurance companies want to settle fast and cheap. We fight to get you the full amount you deserve because your future depends on it. Give me a call today at 615-425-4400 or visit us online at middletninjury.com.
Jeff Roberts & Associates, the working man's lawyer. Find them online at middletninjury.com.
Let's talk trash. Since 2016, we've reduced the amount of litter on our roadways by, drum roll please, 12%. But there are still 88 million pieces of litter on our roadways, which is just way too many millions. Come on, people, help a cup out. Let's do this. Join the movement at NobodyTrashesTennessee.com.
Brought to you by the Tennessee Department of Transportation, the Tennessee Association of Broadcasters, and this station.
Here's a performance from a recent episode of Opry Live on Coffee, Country, and Cody.
He don't ask for money. He don't ask for fame. But he'll hit his knees and talk to God about a need for a little rain to fall on them fresh sown seeds, grow them high up in the air. That's his farm life, red, white, and blue collar prayer. She works for tips and grins at the diner on Downing Road. And if you look close under her loose clothes, little Junior's starting to show. She prays that when he comes along, he's healthy and strong and learns to dodge the devil's snare. That's her bedtime, red, white, and blue. You might not see them every Sunday in that little white clapboard church, 'cause she'll be serving biscuits and honey. He'll be in overalls and tractor dirt. But I bet my last dime they both take the time to talk to the man upstairs for a real life, red, white, and blue collar prayer. She gave you her last smile and a bless your heart to boot. He gave the shirt right off of his busted back to a drifter passing through. They pray for peace overseas and those in harm's way to make it home safe from over there. That's their damn right. Stars and stripes, red, white, and blue collar prayer. Might not see them every Sunday in that little white clapboard church, 'cause he'll be serving biscuits and honey. He'll be in overalls and tractor dirt. I bet my last dime they both take the time to talk to the man upstairs for a real life, red, white, and blue collar prayer.
much.
Thank you, Craig Morgan. The stage that made country music famous and where he's a proud member. Craig Morgan. That's Blue Collar Prayer all over the world on WSM Radio. And we'll be back to the Opry stage with Gabby Barrett here in just a little bit. But first, there she is, the brick house, Kelly Sutton, hanging out with Lionel Richie. I saw you hanging out with Lionel Richie.
I love Lionel Richie. I got to tell you.
I had a feeling he loved you back.
I mean, truly, I think, I can't remember the first time I got a chance to interview him. May have been at the Dolly Kenny thing when we were saying goodbye to the Gambler because he was there. That might have been the first time, but I've done red carpet stuff with him. But this is the first time I actually got to, like, chat with him for a little while.
Well, that's the night you met Dolly? Charlie?
And Kenny.
Yeah,
both at the same time. Yeah.
That was a great night. That was a really cool night. But, you know, Lionel has amazing ties to Nashville. And he was here as part of American Idol. It all starts again up Monday. That's season 24, if you can believe it. He's been there for 9 seasons now of American Idol as one of the judges. And we just talked about, you know, what Nashville means to him. And here's what he had to say.
I feel so connected to Nashville, just not only family roots, but just the music roots.
Yeah.
I mean, I was the little kid who, yes, I grew up around here and ran across all the hills and valleys and stuff. And then one day I got a phone call from Conway Twitty, and I'm going to do 3 Times a Lady. What would you think if I did that? And I said, oh, Mr. Twitty, you know. And then, of course, you know, the Grand Ole Opry group. I mean, Buck Owens, and they let me in. And then, of course, to come full circle to Kenny Rogers and Dottie West, you know, and I've got some great stories here.
He sure does. He even went on to say that all the people that he used to record with in L.A. live here now, so when he wants to record anything, he comes to town.
I love that. Oh, Mr. Twitty.
Oh, Mr. Twitty. He also, and I think you probably have heard this, but when he was recording with Kenny, and Kenny was doing Lady, Kenny was in the studio. And Lionel was like, I'm not finished with it yet, Kenny. And he said, well, we've got the studio today, so we're going to record it. So he records the first part of Lady. Lionel locks himself in the bathroom and is writing the second part of Lady in the bathroom frantically. He said the beads of sweat were on my forehead, and Kenny was on the door. Are you done? What's going on in there? We're ready.
It's a high-pressure right.
It's a high-pressure right. So just think about that next time that you hear it.
My goodness.
Okay, so Oscar nominations just got announced. Biggest snub, Wicked completely shut out. They didn't get
No way.
one.
Real, not even like
Not
one of the
even
technical ones that they throw in to make
Not
make
hair,
it look
not
better?
makeup, nothing.
Really?
Isn't that
Wow.
that's sad?
Do not tell my granddaughter Lily.
Right.
Okay.
I know. It was still probably the biggest movie of last year, but they just completely knocked it out. So best picture nominees are Begonia, F1, Frankenstein, Hamnet, Marty Supreme, One Battle After Another, The Secret Agent, Sentimental Value, Sinners, and Train Dreams. Sinners is the overall winner with 16 nominations. If you're counting winners, you know, just as nominations, they've won 16 nominations.
So no Song Sung Blue.
Song Sung Blue, I saw it's not for Best Picture, but I saw Kate Hudson is up for Best Actress.
Okay, and no Deliver Me From Nowhere for Best Picture.
No.
Which I loved.
And
Jeremy Allen White was so great as Springsteen. I hope he certainly gets nominated.
Lead actors, we've got Timothée Chalamet for Marty Supreme, Leonardo DiCaprio, One Battle After Another, Ethan Hawke for Blue Moon, Michael B. Jordan for Sinners, and Wagner Moura for Secret Agent.
Oh, so no Jeremy Allen White? Wow. Well, I thought he was
Not
phenomenal.
that I saw.
in that.
By the way,
So, they're out.
You'd be proud of Lily. She has 2 new dresses representing Wicked. She is who has the pink one?
Glenda.
Okay, and then there's a blue one?
No, green.
Green. Okay.
Elphaba.
Yeah, those are the 2 new
Yes.
wardrobe additions at our house.
Does she prefer one to the other?
The pink one.
Glenda.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I could see that.
It's got
She's a Glenda girl.
Well, you know, when you're 8, you've got that off-the-shoulder look. I mean,
Not gonna wear that one to church.
But she didn't get to defy gravity, though.
No, she didn't.
So,
No, she didn't. Okay, got to tell you about this. Brett Young, when he starts his tour Thursday at the Ryman Auditorium, he is going to have a lot of memories floating around. because his first experience at the Ryman was sneaking into a Keith Urban concert there.
Oh, wow.
So first time I was in this building, I snuck in to see Keith Urban, and now he is doing his own headlining show there. So congratulations to Brett Young. It's his 10th anniversary of his debut single, Sleep Without You. It was released in April of 2016.
It's like Dirks.
Yeah.
Interesting, because Jackie Lee, we were just talking about, Brett was on the show the
Yes.
night he debuted at the Grand Ole
That's
Opry,
right.
and then he was talking about meeting his hero, Keith Urban, and George Jones in the same moment.
It's pretty cool.
Go to the stage of the Opry. Here is Gabby Barrett.
Is there one of those days I don't wanna do twice? No matter what I say, it doesn't come out right. And ain't one of those nights where you slap me close till we're off the map and you're making me laugh. I don't care if we ever go home, so pick me up, yeah. Get me lost way out down our back to lane, little George Street. Way on up, get me out of my head, out of this town, and tell me no matter what, you be by my side. Everything's gonna be alright. Make the world go back. How you do me like that when I climb up in your truck? Just pick me up, yeah. Pick me up. We can ride on past everyone last street. Watch a full moon crash on some sunrise weed. And you can kiss me fast and drive real slow. That old Chevy may take as long as it takes you and Jesus to fix my soul. So pick me up, yeah. Get me lost way out down our back two lanes, little George Street. Way on up, get me out of my head, out of this town, and tell me no matter what, you'll be by my side. Everything's gonna be alright. Make the world go back. How you doing like that when I climb up in your truck? Just pick me up. Ooh, yeah. Just pick me up. Ooh, get me lost way out down our back two lane, little George Street. Way on up, get me out of my head and out of this town, and tell me no matter that you'll be by my side. Everything's gonna be alright. Make the world go back. How you do me like that when I climb up in your truck? Just pick me up. Ooh, yeah. Just pick me up.
Bill Cody in the morning.
It sounded. I'm very excited. I just need coffee.
WSM.
Springer Mountain Farms. American in every sense of the word. Hi, this is Bill Cody. From raising their chickens on family farms in the Blue Ridge Mountains of North Georgia to making their own chicken feed from corn and soybeans grown right here in the USA 100% of the time. All Springer Mountain Farms practices and procedures are American Humane certified. And they provide the chickens with a pesticide-free vegetarian diet that never, ever contains any antibiotics, hormones, or animal byproducts. Just great tasting, all natural, simply superior Springer Mountain Farms chicken for you and your family to enjoy. Join the flock at SpringerMTN.com to locate the store or restaurant near you that carries simply superior Springer Mountain Farms chicken. The latest recipes, tips, news, and of course, coupons. You'll find Springer Mountain Farms Simply Superior Chicken in your grocer's fresh meat case and frozen food aisle. Always great care and great taste. Experience the Springer Mountain Farms difference today.
From the Simply Superior studio inside the Springer Mountain Farms Acuff House, this is Coffee, Country, and Cody, presented in part by Hemisphere Coffee Roasters.
Your radio home for the Opry. WSM Nashville.
NBC News Radio, I'm Michael Kastner. President Trump is wrapping up his trip to Europe today after making headlines with major foreign policy moves over the past couple of days. The president on Wednesday announced he would not use military force to bring Greenland under U.S. control and instead claimed the framework of a favorable deal was being worked out. A polar vortex is expected to bring brutally cold temperatures to two-thirds of the country by Sunday. Temperatures are dropping below zero in some areas, and strong gusty winds are creating life-threatening wind chills. Extreme cold warnings and watches are in effect across the northern plains and upper Midwest. The nominations for Best Picture at the Oscars are out. They include Sinners, Marty Supreme, One Battle After Another, and F1. Also nominated is The Secret Agent, Bugonia, Frankenstein, Hamnet, Sentimental Value, and Train Dreams. Michael Kastner, NBC News Radio.
WSM weather. From the Springer Mountain Farms Weather Center, here's your first alert forecast.
I'm WSMV4 First Alert Meteorologist Stefano DiPietro. Patchy but dense fog this morning, and then this afternoon some decent sunshine. We're back in the 40s. Tonight we'll fall down to the 30s. Tomorrow we will stay in the 30s, and it'll be a breezy day with gusts up to 20 and 30 miles per hour. And then, of course, our winter storm that we have coming for the weekend.
In America's Music City, it is 36 degrees, has been all morning long. And, it's now 38, just got an update. 34 is on wind chill index. And Charlie Matto Sports right here, right now.
Well, we got a lot to get to. Let's start with hockey. For sure, the Preds are going to play tonight. They take on the Ottawa Senators at Bridgestone Arena. Now, Saturday's game at 2:30 against the Utah Mammoth might be up in the air. We'll have to see what they decide on that, but there may be a decision on that later today. A couple of college basketball teams are playing early today. I don't know if it's weather-related, but I think it is. Lipscomb with a noon tip-off at Allen Arena against Stetson, and in Clarksville, Austin Peay with a noon tip-off against Florida Gulf Coast. Last night, Kentucky wins at Rupp Arena. They beat Texas 85-80, and in College Station, Texas A&M rolls past Mississippi State 88-68. No upsets in the top 25. Number 1 Arizona, number 7 Nebraska, 8th ranked Gonzaga, number 11 Illinois, and the Tar Heels ranked number 22 from North Carolina. All winners last night. At FedEx Forum, close ball game, but the Hawks edged the Grizzlies 124-122. Memphis back home again tonight, hosting the New Orleans Pelicans. Madison Keys, Jessica Pegula, both Americans, both advancing to the third round of the Australian Open, and Novak Djokovic, his 399th Grand Slam singles win yesterday. That's sports.
Hey, we're back to wrap it up from the Simply Superior Acuff House studio on the Grand Ole Opry Plaza this morning with Kelly Sutton, Charlie Mattos, Annie Nye, our studio director, and rock solid Jeff Roberts is up there in master control, giving us the countdown right now.
Yes, he sure is. I'm gone tomorrow. Big announcement comes out today at noon, so y'all can talk all about it tomorrow.
Right.
And then people will know what's up.
Where you going, Buffalo or Rochester, Schenectady?
Going someplace warm, friends.
Minneapolis?
I wish you all the best. Godspeed. Go to my house
Missoula?
because we'll have a generator if you get snowed in.
You care nothing about us or our safety.
We'll skate to your house.
We continue on radio.